Welcome, everybody, to another weekly DAO Call with the Unlock Protocol. We've got the crew together today, and we're excited about updating everybody on what is going down in the Unlock world. So to kick off, we will chit-chat a bit about governance. So Andrew is working on the next quarterly budget proposal. So that should be rolling through soon. So hopefully that will unlock some new activity once the budget is approved for our next quarter's actions. So keep your eyes posted to the governance portal. And once that is ready, it will get put up for review. So keep looking out for that. We've been talking about updating docs. Danny and Stella have been working on revising the process so that we can get documentation updated to reflect the current state of Unlock and where we are at with everything. I did have a question on that. Is there an active Discord thread that we could direct people towards if they want to engage in this process, or should there be, maybe? I don't know. Anybody?
Well, there's no Discord thread for that right now, but I think it might be a good idea to have one.
Okay. So maybe as you and Stella get the process kind of ironed out, we can start maybe a Discord thread where we can start coordinating people. I know we've had a couple of people. I think Jilt was maybe mentioning wanting to help. So if we can give the community a place to coordinate, hopefully there'll be some natural coordination magic that happens from people's desire to participate. So keep look out for that over the next few weeks. And if we get that rolling, then we will start focusing people's energy on specific tasks. And I don't know, maybe that'll play into some of the later updates we have about incented stuff that's coming up. We'll see. That's on the agenda after we talk with Anupa about this week's You Make Us. So Anupa, tell us what's coming up.
It's really exciting. We have Julian who's going to be talking about Unlock. Just like a refresh on where Unlock started, how's it going, and basically just figuring out what is the scope of Unlock, and what is he thinking. So join, be exciting, and
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. The You Make Us series has been extremely positive in my perspective. I have thoroughly enjoyed hearing about how people have been utilizing Unlock in their own projects. It's going to be really exciting to get Julian's perspective. It's been a while since we've featured him on something live, so it'll be great for everybody to get kind of a refreshed update with where he's at and how Unlock is looking from his perspective. So make sure you tune in, check that one out. It will be one for the books for sure. There was another item on the agenda that I wanted to just briefly mention. There's been a long ongoing conversation about token liquidity and the Ichi Vault situation because Ichi sold. So that kind of changed our plans with that project. I don't know that there's necessarily an update that we have on that, but I just wanted to bring that topic up to make sure everybody's refreshed that conversation is still ongoing, and we are evaluating within the steward community kind of what the best steps are. But Stella, go ahead.
Yeah, so the guy who's now responsible, right, is Joffrey Dude. For the longest time, he hadn't been getting back to me. And I booked a meeting and that didn't happen. And so all in all, I want to say not very successful, the communication line so far. Essentially, Ichi was bought from Amplify. It's now part of their tech stack, essentially. And so he finally got back to me 100 years later. And so I said, hey, apologies for the lengthy delay. We were heads down releasing our newest protocol. Are you still interested in activating liquidity management? And so I took the liberty to say, hi, Geoffrey. Got it. Since the communication thread had stopped, we're mostly interested in how to transfer liquidity from the current vault to a pool, please. If you could advise on how to do that, would be most grateful, bestseller. Because I think it's honestly safe to say, even if we open a pool on Uniswap version 2, right? Like, is it still better than I think relying on something like, you know, where there's always like kind of a human involved to get things going. So he replied, it's a fully non-custodial, so you should be able to withdraw whenever you'd like. Now, we did not transfer this with a wallet, right? That's the only hiccup here. Okay, we'll get our guy on this, which is you, Danny. No advice on your end on how to not fuck this up, since we do not have a multi-sig attached to it, but a contract. Straightforward, he wrote, connect wallet that deposited and withdraw. And I said, it's not a wallet in our case, but a contract, meaning we can't directly connect anything. Are there docs on how to withdraw if it was deposited from our treasury contract directly after a successful vote? You can do via Wallet Connect and Block Explorer for sure. So Danny, if you do not mind, because I had the feeling this is not leading anywhere, could you do some research on you can do via Wallet Connect and Block Explorer for sure, please?
Yeah, what he's talking about there is the thing, okay, yeah, I don't think what I was thinking was the right thing, because what I was thinking was what we did the last time, which was what you suggested, but that was a multi-sig. It wasn't exactly the time lock. So it's a different thing. But the thing is, I don't even think it was done by the time lock. Like the whole thing, was it actually set up by the time lock? Because that's didn't we actually send the tokens to Ichi and they set it up?
No, we send it to the vault directly.
Okay, we sent it to the vault.
Yeah.
Okay. If we did, then if there's like a documentation of some sort to see how to interact with the smart contract, then I could definitely look into it and figure it out.
Yeah,
so-
try and go with his recommendation. I think you can do via Wallet Connect and Block Explorer. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but I think it's our only hope to get this money withdrawn in there and put it in a new pool.
If you can get him to like give a contract address or something.
Yeah, but you have that. You have access to that too.
What do you mean?
In the chat with Ichi. They have sent us
Okay,
these
it's on the
like,
it's on the Telegram chat. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Will, I see you got your hand up. Go ahead.
Is this on Base Network we're talking about?
Base Network? Yeah.
Yeah, our token is
Yeah,
on
okay.
Base.
Okay, yeah, I mean, okay, but all the vaults and the pools and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a contact over at HiDirect who deals with Itchy all the time, and they may be able to assist if Danny can't figure it out on his own.
Okay.
So yeah, just let me know, Danny, if you need an assist. I'll introduce you to Matt Farrow over at HiDirect, and then maybe there's a future partnership with them. I don't know.
Cool. I love to hear potential collaboration. So thanks, Will, for bringing that up. Sounds like we got a couple of avenues for pursuing this. So progress is, going. Good work, team. All right. Moving along, we have updates from Stella about the incentive campaign.
Yeah. There's something. I mean, sorry.
Hopefully it's more exciting than your face right now.
Oh yeah. No, also it's a delight to
Somebody
work.
had to say that.
I'm sorry, yeah, resting bitch face. I know. No. It's actually it's really nice also working with Sven on this. It's a pleasure, you would say. It's a pleasure. Okay, it's very German English. So, okay. So I set up. I want to claim most of the program, right? There was some very good feedback from Sven, and I did not have time to check in with Discord to see if anyone replied directly into, I hope you did, but I do not know. Did anyone reply in this chat? No, absolutely no one. Cool.
I left
So,
an emoji.
You left an emoji. Great. Fuck you. So it would be nice if someone would be leaving some messages in the public chat, because I know I sent this in the steward chat, but to be fairly honest, it's much more sensible to leave comments in public about these things than in a closed chat, right? So at least all stewards and everyone on this call, sorry, you guys have to suffer now. Please comment on this and let me know your feedback. But yeah, Sven had some really good feedback, so I will incorporate that for sure. I don't think this has gotten too long, because I'm also just making sure here that people are, sorry, I should just show it to you here. So for the submissions that reach above 51% quorum at the end of the program and will receive proportionally split funds, these rules are important to read. Creators retain full ownership of their content, right? So just making sure we're not trying to claim that this is our copyright, because it isn't, right? And so I don't want to take away from this. I think this is important. What's also important is, in my opinion, how you guys who all own app tokens will evaluate this, right? So not just because you don't want to get the stick in the carrot and stick mechanism and get your funds slashed, but also because we want clear products, we want accurate products, we want creativity, and we want brand fitness, right? So if someone hands something in bright orange and black, which is the incentive brand, then Sven will probably be happy, but this has nothing to do with Unlock, right? I uploaded all the necessary documents here. They have access to the brand guidelines, right? So they can download and review those. All links are open, by the way, right? They have the social media guidelines. They have a folder with all the brand assets, right? So they can absolutely use all of this. There is no, right, and different formats and shades and stuff. So they have graphic templates. If they want to use some of these, they don't have to use these, right? But there is stuff, is all I'm trying to say. So there's not really an excuse to hand something in that has absolutely no brand awareness or fitness, right? I was rereading it in the morning and had a question. The votation will be during each program, or does it have a specific time period for votation? Yeah, so this is one of the feedbacks that that Sven gave. He said I should mention all these important outlines. He said, like, yeah, most of it is, you know, it's also here, but he said that should be the first thing that's up here. So how much is in the pool, right? What can people expect on both ends of this? Like, how long is the program, right? So the program itself is 6 weeks. Then, you know, you guys have 2 weeks to vote on these submissions. So it like the program closes after 6 weeks, then you have 2 weeks to vote. Seems fair, right, Sissy? Yeah. So, but he said, like, put this in first. So I'm going to do that now. Because he's right, that might be really necessary. Yeah, but I just want to make sure this has become a little bit lengthy in this area, because I think it's important. It protects us, it protects them, right? And it makes things very clear. And if they don't read, I can't help it, right? But at least from our side, and legally speaking, we're very safe, I think, if we write it the way we do. Then I had one more question that was asked, I think, also by Ceci. Ceci usually asks very good questions, just like Anupa. That's really nice. And she asked, why is the Alana Telegram in here? So I've been wondering, right? Like, I'm doing this. I have already spent a good amount of time on this. I will be spending more time on this. I will make content around this, right? All of these things. So I was thinking, what's in it for me, right? Because I know I usually don't think in these terms, but I was taught I should think more in these terms. And so what would help, you know, me is if I would get more creators who are doing good work into the Alana community, right? And so I thought, instead of sending them through our Discord operations, which are anyway very wonky, right? Or sending them to a Telegram that no one really attends to, it might make sense to send them to the Alana Telegram chat, because that is actually being tended to not just by myself, but also by other people. And they can then, or mostly I can then answer the questions that might come in around the actual creative process, right? So less like, oh, I want to use Unlock. How do I best do that, right? They will come in there to ask like, so I downloaded the assets, but I'm lacking this. Is there a possibility to get that on that asset? Or the video that I have right now is like 40 or 50 seconds long. Should it be really 40, or can it be 50 seconds, right? Stuff like this. So I don't know if you want to immediately take the opportunity to, Sissy, to comment on this and let me know your thoughts. Feel free to.
Yeah, sure. Well, I specifically don't have like a strong opinion. I'm just wondering, because that's also something that people will want to ask, because they will not find like the complete clearness of what does Alana has to do with this, for example. Who are the Alana project more than you, and all that stuff.
Mm.
So those are my concerns, first of all. And then also these kind of questions that they will have. Okay, I am participating and I want to know if this kind of video could work, and blah blah blah. There will be always these kind of questions that even though things are written, they will come, and
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
they will need like some kind of support. And I am not sure if that kind of support will be completely available on the Alana, even though obviously it's an active Telegram group. But these kind of things can make the campaign also struggle a bit in a way. So not sure. I'm just sharing these thoughts, so maybe we can find the
I mean,
answer.
it says if you have any further doubts, please reach out to our managing partner, right? The Alana project via the Telegram.
Mhm.
So managing partner already says, right, it's a managing partner that will be able to help. I don't know if you have any other suggestions, like how you'd see this play out, maybe. So if Alana people are not helping with this, like, would you want to do it? Then we just make it on the Discord, or we make it on the new Telegram group. That's also an option, right?
I'd like to
Yeah.
add one thing.
Okay, I just wanted to chime in. I think that for me, it's okay that the Alana's there, and I think that they should be able to handle that because they've been like an adjacent. I mean, obviously it's Stella's project, but they've been building with Unlock, and they're
Yeah.
familiar with a lot of the ecosystem and a lot of things. So even if Stella's not there to handle things directly, I'd like to believe that the team is familiar with Unlock enough to be able to handle most of the questions that people might have. And so I think that that should be fine for the most part.
I think what is important, one is that, yeah, the fact that it's there, it is a bit confusing, but more than that, who is going to address these concerns, and how? And, and if Stella, you feel that that group will do that, then yeah, anyways, we've written emerging partner, that's fine. One thing what I would like to add is that when I read it, there is no place that like there is no direct link of any, like either the Unlock, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, whatever. Maybe those links should come up.
Oh, no, they are there.
Oh,
Let me show you guys. They are all there. Mm,
oh, because
here.
in the screenshot I can't see them. So yeah,
Mhm.
if that's there, then that's fine,
Yeah, in the screenshot, they are also here. But I
Oh,
added all of them at this point, not just the few I had at the I had with the sample. So
oh, okay.
it's like
Um,
X, LinkedIn.
Mm.
There's the website, there's the docs, there's YouTube, there's TikTok, and I can add Discord, and I can add I think I can
yeah,
add Telegram.
yeah. In that case, is it possible for us to change the color? Because there is so much of text. That I mean, I totally missed it. But I'm
No, it's
I'm guessing while scrolling, it won't be an issue, probably because we're seeing it as a, image. That's why it's, getting lost. So yeah, I mean, whoever wants to, you know, I'm sure even though we've written reach out, there might be people who are more comfortable on, Discord reaching out or some other
maybe
channel. So, I think that's quite
true.
organic and we just have to see how it oh yeah, okay, yeah,
Right,
sorry,
so ignore this editing window here on the left, right?
yeah,
Just view this one. Then I think it's more clear. But I cannot
yeah,
change the color of
okay,
this
yeah, I
preset.
think it's fine. I mean, yeah, the main thing is that their requests are are addressed. Now the thing is that, yeah, maybe people might be coming in from Discord also. Do we create a tab, which is already there, right? So I'm sure people can reach out also.
I think the confusing part I don't like. So since we want to have this clear, I'm just gonna say, if you have any further doubts, please reach out to the Unlock Telegram group.
But
Yeah.
I
then
think
people will
what I think what it could solve, because I'm really not against against that. But I think what it could solve is in the presentation part of the program. Say, okay, this is a program created in collaboration between Unlock, Incented, and Alana Project. So then people know that this is a collaboration program where Alana is also, and also then the Telegram group from Alana will feel more natural because it's part of the program and we are already declaring it. So I think with that, it could work without any further addition to that.
I
I
don't
have a
know.
and
couple
if
of
Okay,
it's
I think I get what Ceci is saying. Like it just feels abrupt that it's just coming up without any mention beforehand. Is that what you mean? And so
Mhm.
like putting it somewhere where like there's already it's been introduced ahead so that when you get to that point and you see it, it's not like, oh, where is this or what is this? Like something like that,
Mhm.
which
yeah,
also
Yeah,
that's what
makes
I was thinking
but we're
about.
already but we're already asking them to read so much, right? So I
But it's
think
a
adding
line. It's a line. You don't have to make a huge statement. It's
yeah, but I'm
nothing.
not sure if this is really then uh unconfusing,
Hmm.
I think the confusing part sits a little bit deeper, and it's fine for me, right? Let's just see how it works if we have this on an Unlock Protocol DAO channel. If we see in the first campaign it's not working, or we can't handle it, or whatever, right? We can still change it for the next campaign. Let's try it first in-house, okay?
Mhm.
And if that works, it's fine. If it doesn't work, then we try the one for the next campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And who's
Yeah.
going to be answering all these queries? Is it just you, Stella?
I think for now it's just me, but if it's the like on this channel, like I think the only other person I've ever seen on here is you, Anupa.
Okay. No, so that's also a thing that if there are, I'm hoping that we have so much, people asking and excited. In that case, then as a group, then what we can do is that whoever sees it, actually then we should, make a conscious effort to look out on what's happening, rather than, just, yeah, because if it's a lot, then it might just get too much for you. So then, since people, whoever has access, then consciously make that effort to look at that channel, knowing that this is going to be something that anyone can maybe answer or tell you that, hey, this is what's, I'm happy to do that relay, of okay, this is what's been saying and said, we need to answer, look at it.
Okay, thank you. Group chat. Okay. And then we see how it goes. If it doesn't go, we can always shift at some point, maybe. Let's see. Yeah? Okay.
I think that
Good.
this was a good discussion, kind of digging into the topic, and a good compromise on the resolution. I will say just the thoughts that were in my mind about the abruptness of introducing Alana. I think that it would actually be really good and healthy for the community to introduce Alana. Maybe that is a You Make Us episode that could be coming up soon, to draw more attention to what Alana is doing on Unlock, so people become aware of it. And then we can start introducing that into our marketing and co-promotion to showcase the collaboration between Alana and Unlock, so that we can build more of a foundation for introducing something like this in the future. Because I think it's completely appropriate for you, Stella, to get some cross-promotional value out of this work, because you are coming into Unlock as a community member and your project is Alana, and we want to make sure that gets the proper limelight. That's not something that needs to be hidden in the shadows. It should be part of our process to draw attention to these collaborating projects like Alana, just like we do with Danny's projects that he's working on, and Will's projects that he's working on. So I don't think that part of it's bad at all. We just need to maybe lay a little bit more foundation so that it doesn't feel so abrupt.
I think from my personal view, right, it didn't feel abrupt because we did this whole webinar on Unlock Protocol. We did like 3 live streams with Alana and Unlock Protocol before we published the magazine through this. So for me, right, it did not feel abrupt at all. But if Stacey is feeling this and people who are new, right, then they will definitely feel the way Stacey felt, right? Because they don't even know the part that she already knows. So I feel instead of like this is a very new thing that we're doing, and instead of trying to confuse them with additional information that they might not need this time, right? Let's just try to do this the way we are doing it now to figure out if it works. And then we can always, introduce new things along the way, I feel. Because this is already a very new experiment. We don't know if this is going to work at all, right? So let's first figure out if any of this is working, and then we can introduce more things. Don't worry, I'm not chickening out, Danny, but thank you. I'm not chickening out. I don't chicken out. How dare you? Yes,
All
Anupa,
right.
have a good night. See you tomorrow for the stream.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Anupa.
All right. And it looks,
okay.
Oh yeah, you got the link shared. All right, thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
So I had another topic that was kind of maybe related to this. I was just curious because I know when I was first starting to get active in Unlock, you guys were just kind of finishing the process of designing those custom badges. And I was wondering if that is still actively going somewhere, and if that's something that maybe we could incorporate into one of the potential incentive campaigns for raising awareness for what the different badges are and what they mean, because I've kind of forgotten because it hasn't been in the forefront of DAO activity. And so I see the different pictures as like emojis in the Discord, but I forget which ones are which and like when they'd be appropriate to use. So it just made me think maybe there's an opportunity for raising community awareness since we put all that work into designing and producing them.
So they're meant as membership NFTs, right? I had them set up and then my wallet got hacked. So then I did not do it again, also because we stopped following through on the whole ambassador thing. And I want to say, aside from Stuart and cabin crew, there is just the third one now, the ambassador, because the foundation does not exist at the end of this year anymore, right? There's like so many things that have changed in a short period of time. So I don't know how much sense it makes to create like a giant amount of awareness around something that ended up being 2 membership NFTs out of, I think, 6 or something. So that's pretty crazy, right? So yeah, I would like to do that. But then it's another thing that someone has to actually stay on top of, right? So for Alana, for example, I have an active like Excel sheet every year, right? That I like keep track of, like whose memberships, for example, have expired, right? Whose are still active, who has like auto renewed, who forgot to auto renew and remembers that when it's time to vote on something on Snapshot, right? So then they cannot vote in that cycle, but okay. So, right, like there is still like maintenance that has to come along with it. So I'm not against it at all, right? But I'm also doubting like if this really enjoys priority. And for example, when you mentioned the documentation, yes, I want to get to work on this, but I decided to really only ever do one thing for Unlock, right? So right now I'm writing the incentive campaign. That's what I'm going to do, right? Rest of the week belongs to Alana and belongs to my own project and to my ambitions around academic goals, right? So yes, but also priority.
Yeah, totally fair. That's a great answer and explanation as well. And I definitely respect your commitment to having appropriate boundaries with your time.
Trying hard.
It is essential. As difficult as it is, it's required in order for us to sustainably exist. So we do what we can with what is the top priority, and everything else gets put in the maybe someday bucket. So we can just kind of put that on the back burner.
But that said, right, Stacey and I, we haven't like finished discussing essentially together with the other marketing guys, with Gosman and Jonathan and Anupa, like what are the other 2 campaigns we want to run? So the first campaign is a very general one, right? Like what is Unlock? Yeah, find your own way. Select one user group you want to focus on and explain to that specific user group what is Unlock, right? So you want to explain it to someone who runs a Patreon community, then you focus on that group. You make it like very clear, very obvious, very engaging if possible, right? But we had 10 other topic ideas, right? Some of them I think were really cool. And we're now only running 3 out of 10. So the question is, right, what are the other 2 we want to run? And that's a question that goes out to all of you, right? So for example, Gosman, if maybe he had a look at this at some point. I know he did, and he says like, oh, you know what? The only one that really speaks to me would be maybe number 8 or maybe number 7, right? Then I think we should have like a little internal poll about this at some point to figure out like what is like the other 2. And I have a feeling it wouldn't be about membership NFTs, maybe, so. Stop reading my mind. Gosman, I like you too. Yeah. So anyway, now you know I can read minds. You had no clue, did you? Did you know? Yeah.
All right. So, that sounds like a pretty good plan.
I think Stacey also had something on her mind about this, right?
Yeah, I remember I was thinking about memberships and subscriptions, because it's like a very, I don't know, it's like a very, 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 it's like a like people know memberships that but they don't still understand how this could be related into an on-chain smart contract, for example, no, and how it could be somehow automated. So that's a good one. But yeah, I think we need to think about it.
Yeah, it goes out to all of you. Also, please comment on that chat, right?
Mhm.
Because I definitely tomorrow I will sit down and finish that program. The only other thing that I might, maybe you can lend me your brain cells a little bit is I want to make a little tutorial about this, right? So I want to literally on video, on screen, want to walk some people or like all the people who want to participate in this through how to participate, right? Like where to find all the things and then, how to possibly come up with an idea, blah, 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 right? So maybe something around 5-6 minutes, I guess. And then, I would give out the raw materials happily as well, and then we can see if we can turn this into some more digestible bits and pieces for TikTok and stuff. But like, do you guys have like, I guess all of us have at some point watched tutorials, but do you guys have something in mind that you really liked or enjoyed, or where you thought like that was like very engaging or very clarity driven? So if you guys have any ideas on these topics, feel free to spam me in the next week with it, because this is what I'm literally breeding on right now, like a little chicken, not chickening out, but breeding like a little chicken.
Brooding.
Brooding.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, sounds good.
First, I was thinking because we have this draft that you have made on Google Doc, where there was the 10 programs listed. So why not just make a poll on Discord on the thread so we can choose on these ones?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can do that.
Cool.
But then I probably do this best right before the call next week, I guess, right? Because I don't think I'm gonna get any votes otherwise. But yeah, let me do that. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I can literally tell like everything and everyone I ever knew in Web3 is moving hardcore away from Discord. It's like really, really hardcore Discord folks who are still like somewhat active. Even I literally only go to Discord now for Unlock. It's the only reason I ever check Discord.
Okay.
So I was even wondering if we should move the steward chat and the posting chat, if we should move those over to Telegram. Because it feels like the shift is very real, and I feel like maybe if we're on Telegram, maybe more people will start like catching some of these conversations faster. I don't know what you guys think about this, but thought maybe bring it up today and see about it.
Yeah, for me, there is no problem. I mean, I
Yeah.
can check Telegram and Discord.
Equally. Yeah.
But that's me. Because
Yeah.
I'm playing games at night, and
True.
that's also on Discord, so I have to check that too.
True.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm in the same boat as you, Stella. Like I only use Discord for Unlock. That's it. So I'd be perfectly happy transitioning to Telegram. I think that there's definitely a transition struggle that we'll face because everyone's experience is a little bit different. So there will be a window of time where we kind of have to maintain both places to some degree. But it does seem likely that long term, having a presence on Telegram as Unlock, grows and starts moving into the next chapter of the DAO, having Telegram ready for that kind of attention, I think will be a good thing. So we don't have to start from scratch when it becomes obvious that we have to be on Telegram. But yeah, we will have to kind of maintain this dual plane of existence for a little while because so much of Unlock is in the Discord.
This is why I'm thinking, like, let's start with our direct chats, maybe the posting chat, and unless Gosman and Jonathan feel highly uncomfortable with that. I don't know. I saw Will raising up thumbs, probably because of the transition period stuff. I've made the same experience with Alana. I mean, on the pro side, right? I'm not uncomfortable with it. Okay, great. Danny, do you use Telegram?
Yeah, I use Telegram, but for like most of you guys, I do the Discord for unlock stuff mostly. Like that's really what I go to do on Discord.
Okay.
But
I see where this is going.
I think I'm really used to that. So there will have to be a shift, because that's all I ever really check unlock
I mean,
stuff for. So switching over to Telegram will take some time, but really I use Telegram.
then let's start with the DM chats for now. Let's just move those over so it's a little bit more comfy, I want to say. Because, Discord is not what it used to be. I remember, Alana in the hot days, right? There were like hundreds of people active every day, right? That is like, so we had like over, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 people on there at some point, right? This is like even if they are there, right, they are not there, or they have been taken over by bots, or their accounts gotten hacked, or what the hell not, right? So I think it's legit to say we now live in a different era, and why not, move along with that era? Like, I don't see a specific problem with it. What we should definitely do is probably protect the server. I am the Telegram group. I haven't done that yet. So I will see if I can add the guild bot to it and protect it with our membership NFT, right? But I want to say otherwise, is this probably long term? It's probably a good move, and then we will have a clean slate again, right? Because right now it says we have so and so many thousand people on the server. It's just us. It's just hardcore community, right? Let's be real about this. I want to say it's classic, right? We have a core group of people who are like really invested, and then you have like, I don't know, 50 plus people who are semi-interested and who also vote occasionally, apparently, right? Which is great. Or have, like in my case, have delegated a ton of votes to me, so that is also awesome to a certain degree. Even though I still want to encourage at every time I get to this, please delegate it to yourself. Thank you. And vote on these things yourself is better. But yeah, I just think I'm eventually it might be that, we can catch more people again if we move to Telegram. Maybe we could have caught more people early on if we would have moved earlier to Telegram, not just had this like announcement channel over there, right? But then also, Telegram took a bunch of time until they introduced topics and, some sort of organizational structure you could apply to a channel, because before it was just one channel and everyone was just typing like crazy. That wasn't easy to follow up either, right? Yeah, so let me make the steward group over there, and Stacey, can you make the unlock posting and invite all of us? Yeah, sure. Then we start by moving those two over, and then we concern ourselves in the next month with the other ones, with the other one, how to move things. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Because also, the bot that we have, it's entirely something that literally only Julian can handle. So when the bot falls out, right? Like none of us have a handle on that, none of us. And of course, it's a very secure medium, but we can also do something fairly similar and easier on Telegram with a third-party bot that still does its job well. So I want to claim that is an alternative option that's not so bad either.
Yeah.
So should we add the posting channel on Telegram group?
Yeah, would you do that?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that, but I think I am not admin.
No, not on the. Oh, you want to do it in the actual group, right? Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's just wait.
Or you want me to create a separate group?
No, I think you're onto something here. I think that's how they'd say. I think so. We have the DAO discussion channel, right, which is nice. Let's make a marketing channel,
Mhm.
right? And then posting becomes the marketing channel again, because it was only semi-smart, I guess, to remove that from the general Discord group. So let's not make that mistake again. Marketing. And then great. Hello, Stacy.
Okay, Will. Thanks for coming. See you next
Thanks
one.
for coming. Okay, wait. Actually, we have these pin posts over here, right? So let me jump to that post, and let me actually post this over.
Well, while you guys are working on that, I think I will kind of start wrapping the call up. It was a great call. We are at the hour. Thanks everybody for joining. Danny, I'm guessing that you're cool if we add you to the agenda for next week. It didn't sound like there was anything too pressing. So, you did have one call to action though, real quick for Danny. He has some new events coming up for, I think you said the chess club or chess masters or whatever. So maybe Danny can get a link posted in the share your event channel on Discord, or maybe there's a spot in the Telegram that we should put it, or both. Hey, let's do both. But yeah, so get a look out if you are interested in chess. There'll be opportunities to engage with Danny on that, and next week we will get more updates from him on how things are going with his projects. So yeah, little teaser there to keep you all excited. And yeah, it sounds like Telegram's going to start kicking off. So make sure you dust off your Telegram chat and get active in there and help us kind of push this transition forward. Thanks everybody for joining. Any other final closing comments from the peanut gallery out here?
Why did I have a feeling you would call us peanut gallery? I already knew it.
It's like you read my mind.
Right. Now, all good. Gotta hop as well. See you guys later.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Grossman. Bye, Danny.